chicken run. Farmer Brown's coming with a loaded shotgun. He's gonna make you fry, fry, fry. So run, run, chicken, run. Hi, and welcome to The Simple Chef. Most commercially grown chickens you buy in the grocery store have about a 10 to 12 week growing period to a market size of roughly 3 to 4 pounds. Up here, a little north of the cities, there's a lot of people that grow chickens, and we buy locally off the farmers. So you don't end up with a little chicken. You end up with something that's roughly about 8 pounds, more than double the size of a market chicken. If you have a small family, just a couple of you eating, that's a lot of meat to sit down with. So what you end up with is a whole lot of leftovers. Now this heaping plate of meat is after a roast chicken dinner for 2, and then a couple of chicken sandwiches the next day, and chicken Caesar salad last night. So here we still have a pile of chicken. It's got to get used up. Chicken and dumplings is basically just a thick chicken stew with some dumplings on top. Cook them in there. It's a good way to use up these leftovers, and you could make your own basic dumplings with flour and baking powder and whatnot. The quickest and easiest way here to do it, as we do on The Simple Chef, is this quick. Mix it up, make your little sticky tacky balls of dough, float them on top of the stew, put a lid on it. There's your chicken and dumplings. Make it a complete meal. We add some onions, some celery, some carrots, and because we love it so much, lots of garlic. Woohoo! I'm going to dice up this leftover chicken. I'm not going to put any of the bones in. Usually when you're making stew, you can put the whole thing in there, put lots of bones in there, let it stew down and simmer for a few hours, take some tongs, pick out the bones and such, and do it that way. I'm not going to put the bones in today. I just don't have time and don't like the fuss that much. So what we're going to do to add just a little bit of extra flavor, you can use OXO cube type things or just a basic powdered soup mix, chicken soup base. Put a couple of tablespoons of that in your pot, and that'll help flavor things up a little bit. However, OXOs and those kind of powders have a lot of salt in them and a lot of fat in them. So if you're on a low sodium or low fat diet, you might not want to do that. You might want to just go with the natural flavor of the chicken. Okay, I'm starting off with probably maybe 2.5 liters or so of water in my pot. And cut up about 2 pounds of this here leftover chicken, which is plenty enough. And guess what? I still have leftover chicken. I've got an idea. Good old wishbone. I wish this chicken would go away. Well, it worked. Well, that's great. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so chicken into the pot first, and we'll get it simmering. You don't want to bring it to a boil first, and then turn the heat down and just keep it gently simmering. And we'll get the rest of the ingredients ready. We've brought our water to a boil. Chicken in there. We're just going to turn it down to low. Put the lid on it. Let it simmer for at least an hour or so before we add any other ingredients.
I'd never seen before.
My background music today is my beautiful and talented friend Dolores. You can download her music for free. Some of her music at her site. Check it out.
Signpost up ahead said, "Welcome to the living, are you living dead? Freedom is all you need to bring, and this road leads to everything." No map, no atmosphere. with no direction. The white line drew them like a flame. He said, I don't know exactly where we're going. She said,
I'm going to add all our ingredients into our pot now, along with a little bit of our chicken soup base there, a couple of tablespoons. If I was normally making stew, I'd put potatoes in it as well, but with the dumplings and the little bit of flour that we're going to use to thicken up, I don't think we need any more carbohydrates in this meal.
this road leads to everything. You wouldn't believe who they
Now to thicken up our stew base, we're going to take about half a cup of flour, about 3/4 of a cup of water. The easiest way I find to do it is just put it in a jar and seal it up good. Shake the pudding. For our dumplings, we're going to use about 2 cups of the tea bisque mix and half a cup of water and 1 egg. We're going to mix this all up nicely. Hopefully it'll be a sticky enough consistency. We don't want it too tough like if we're making tea biscuits. We want it a little bit more sticky. Looks like it's going to be just about right. Take these big spoonfuls of the dumpling mix and gently set them in. They'll float on top basically. They will cook with the heat and steam of this once we put the lid on. We want to let them cook for at least an hour. They'll be well cooked through. They will swell up a bit, as most baked things do. That's about all there is to that.
Signpost up ahead said, welcome to the living while you have been dead. Freedom is all you need to break.